Hi, fire signs. Welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So we can manage our emotions, okay? So you can identify your intuition. It comes with good health, good wealth, but it comes with the essence of love, loving yourself, loving others, loving things, loving God, okay? And loving the planet. So now we're looking at co-creating with the planet, because the planet does not co-create without you, okay? It co-creates with you. Maybe you're looking at being spiritually guided, or you may be looking at a Taurus person, or maybe you're looking at being curious when it comes to maybe your higher self. Maybe you're looking at maybe a higher level of commitment. Okay, so now you're looking at reliability. You could be an artist, a gardener, or a singer. Maybe looking at maybe an illusion when it comes to an institution or a high level of commitment when it comes to maybe a Taurus person or a Cancer person. Because now you're looking at using your intuition. Okay, fire signs. Maybe you're looking into the Four of Wands when it comes to homecoming celebrations, family, friends. Maybe looking at unions when it comes to maybe the shadow of self. Maybe looking at the mood when you express yourself when it comes to maybe a union. Maybe you're secretly looking at maybe being spiritually guided because now you've got the knowledge of discovery when it comes to opportunity. Because somebody in your energy, maybe a Cancer person or Taurus person, was barking up the wrong tree. Because now you see maybe balance. Maybe you're seeking a balanced solution when it comes to maybe a support system when it comes to celebrations or a union. Fire signs, you're looking at an illusion. Maybe you feel someone's barking up the wrong tree, an institution. Maybe they feel that you don't have a calling, but you do, you have a purpose. Because now you look at stability, security. Maybe you're looking in the energy of maybe groundness, security, when it comes to your passion. Because now you're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7. You're looking at defending. Maybe you're defending a community or you're defending maybe your real estate or your home. Or maybe you're defending when it comes to a reunion. Because you're looking for your ships to come in. Maybe you're looking at the possibility to relax. Maybe your mind, body, and soul when it comes to your actions, intentions, and your energy to relax and allow the power of the universe to work through your life. Maybe you're looking at someone's ships to come in. Maybe when it comes to a personal journey, when it comes to transformation. Maybe you're trying to stay afloat. Maybe when it comes to maybe defending against your competition. When it comes to maybe a Cancer person or a Taurus person, take it as it resonates. You look at a spirituality, but it comes with a little bit of challenge maybe. This is why you've got to use your intuition. What does spirituality mean to you, fire signs? It seems like you're being spiritually guided to look at intuition, to look maybe at balancing the secret or balancing your fears when it comes to reunion. Maybe you're looking from afar, maybe looking at separation or movements. Because now you're looking at maybe an Aquarius person. Maybe you're looking at healing or being a healer, or you're looking at an Aquarius person. Maybe you're looking at the energy of renewal when it comes to knowledge of discovery, about hope, when it comes to your own inner clarity. You look at a miracle, fire signs. Have faith. Maybe you're being in the spotlight. So maybe you fear maybe a Aquarius person being in the spotlight, or you fear the deception when it comes to deception behind Aquarius's back. So somebody was barking up the wrong tree. And somebody needs to look at the shadow of themselves. Maybe someone is behind the Aquarius person. Maybe they're watching their activities and their habits and their moods. Maybe looking at someone's environment. A mother figure, maybe. A healer, a Aquarius person. Maybe a Cancer person is breaking your heart about Aquarius person. Can I maybe looking at your friends or your partnerships? Maybe a Cancer person or Taurus person or Aquarius person comes to relationships. Maybe looking at a contract or a partnership under deception with a Cancer person. Or maybe you feel healing your heart because the heart is the seat of the soul to see through your illusions when it comes to maybe a home. Some do your home. Someone's looking at your home. Someone's looking at healing their heart at someone's home, maybe. Maybe a Libra Aquarius person. Because now you're looking at completing one or two things. Maybe you're looking at an end of a cycle, fulfillment. Maybe it seems to be an end of a cycle when it comes to someone's community or someone's home, when it comes to homecoming. Maybe someone's healing their heart because someone maybe didn't look at divine feminine. They looked at maybe a karmic, maybe. Because now you're looking at maybe fire signs. You're looking at fire all there. Maybe you're looking fire signs like 7 again, 7 of Wands, 7 of Wands, defending yourself against the competition. Maybe you feel the competition is another Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, or maybe a Aquarius person. But you're looking at defending yourself. You've got the tools to do so. Because you seem to be burnt out, fire signs. Maybe you feel a burden. There seems to be a burden in your energy. Because now you've got the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is feeling stressed, exhausted. Too many burdens, fire signs. Too many burdens. You've got to let go of other people's burdens and focus on your own burden. It seems like you're shielding yourself. Because maybe someone's angry, maybe. Because maybe you didn't use your intuition. Because it seems to be a flag. Yeah, you seem to be looking at a flag moment, maybe, when it comes to a ship's coming in. Because when you ignore the flags, it comes to bite you back because you're not using your intuition, my darlings. Use your intuition, fire signs, when it comes to defending yourself, defending your beliefs. Because you can defend your beliefs because you've got a clear conscience, it looks like. Even though there was a secret with a Taurus person when it comes to the knowledge of discovery. Maybe by a Taurus person or a Cancer person when it comes to shadow of self. Maybe in fear of a reunion. Because it seems to be maybe you're trying to defend yourself in your community. Maybe you're single. Or maybe it was committed to a single person. When it comes to a Taurus person, when it comes to independently wealth. Maybe you're looking at maybe being single because you fear commitment. Maybe you fear a high level of commitment because of a Taurus person. That's why you're single. Maybe you're fearing because you've been deceived by a Cancer person or a Taurus person. So you need to take time to heal the heart. Because the heart deceives the soul. Maybe you feel maybe you went off a pathway when it comes to maybe a balance to seek your solution to a problem. You have to use your intuition, fire signs, because fire signs, you're the inspiration. You're born to love. You're about romance. You're about the intuition. You're about the celestial power. You got to let go, all right, of maybe fears or secrets. There seems to be a secret, a fear, maybe of a Taurus person, a high level commitment. Maybe you lied and said you were single, but you wasn't. You were seeing a Taurus person. So now there seems to be a secret when it comes to maybe deception, when it comes to maybe a Cancer person or a Cancer or a Taurus person. Because now you're looking at a different perspective. Maybe you're fearing a different perspective. Because now you feel like you missed an opportunity, maybe a Aquarius person. Taking that leap of faith to someone very loving, maybe. Maybe you thought love was weakness, but deception, fear, secrets, illusions, that's weakness, not love. Love comes from the heart the seat of the soul. You've been guided to find a solution when it comes to your heart. You've got to heal the heart, fire signs. Because maybe you found the discovery of knowledge when it comes to some illusion under deep deception where you had to use your intuition. Someone found it hard to pick up some information. There seems to be a calling, a judgment. Someone made a judgment under deception. Under the veil of deception, somebody was creating an illusion, a Cancer person. So now maybe you've got clarity because you used your intuition, you've made that final decision. Because maybe you've had a wake-up call to use your higher self to illuminate the mind. Because the mind looks like it needs more clarity when it comes to an opportunity. Maybe it's your opportunist. Someone's in energy of opportunist. But you've got to go single, fire signs. It just seems like you've got a calling, but you've got to make a decision on your higher self when it comes to balancing the masculine and feminine energy to find your own inner child. Because under this decision you made with a Cancer person and a Taurus person to be in some high level commitment, it was a lie about being single, maybe being self-sufficient, being healed. Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying about a cruise person, maybe was single. Maybe someone lied and said they were married, maybe. So now looking at a decision. Someone's lying when it comes to changes. Someone doesn't want to change a decision. But you've got to listen to your own inner intuition, okay? Because the angels are telling you, collect fire signs, to listen to your intuition. You've got to listen to your own inner voice. You've got to pay attention to the details about maybe what a Cancer person is telling you, or a Taurus person telling you when it comes to knowledge of discovery. Because now maybe you're looking at a higher priestess, higher than the Pope, when it comes to unrequited love or romance, or maybe a hidden veil when it comes to insecurities. When it comes to a Two of Cups, maybe you feel left out in the cold because you blocked a Two of Cups for a Taurus person, or maybe a Queen of Cups. Take it as it resonates. Because now you're looking at a situation. Maybe behind your decision, you have to understand it was an illusion, and you're here to train your intuition. This is Earth School. We're here to graduate from our karmic debts so we can ascend joyfully higher to God. So you can unite with God. Do you know what I mean? Using your higher self. Because now there seems to be a judgment. Okay, God's coming with his judge. All right, the judge is coming. Okay, so we have to clean our house. Okay, we have to walk in love, talk in truth, and correct our flaws. So now maybe you're looking at a situation. Maybe looking at communication when it comes to peace, or maybe looking at your own self-expression. Maybe looking at trusting your own intuition. Okay, so that means no more lying, no more deceptive energy, no more secrets, no more fears. You can trust your intuition. Because now you're looking at a situation. Maybe you're looking at a new home. Maybe you're thinking about a new home, or a new community, or a new foundation, or you're looking at a letter about monetary matters. Maybe looking at a new kind of idea, maybe, or a text message or a message when it comes to planting a foundation, when it comes to maybe stability, security, when it comes to a challenge. Maybe you want to look more at spirituality. Maybe you're learning more about spirituality when it comes to security, using your intuition with the right energy, intentions, action. Because now you're looking at a spiritual romantic journey, maybe with a tarot reader. Maybe you feel left out in the cold, or maybe a Taurus person makes you feel left out in the cold. Or you want to block a Taurus person for a hidden feeling, secret agendas that's very harmful to the community. Because now you're looking at watching, maybe you're watching an Aquarius person come to calmer waters, or maybe you're thinking, how can I invite an Aquarius person to travel to my home after a decision of maybe making a decision of being single, healing a heart for fulfillment, to create end of a cycle. When it comes to a challenge before, because you have to defend yourself, maybe you're coming to calmer waters about Aquarius person. Maybe you're a bit defensive to Aquarius person. You'll come to calmer waters. Or maybe you feel Aquarius person is going to be defensive because you had them waiting, because you never traveled to her community. Maybe you want to travel to her community, maybe, or his community. Take it as it resonates. Fire signs, maybe looking at a conflict. It could be a Leo person looking at decision when it comes to a Libra person, or a Leo person. You're looking at maybe a decision when it comes to a group of people, when it comes to healing, or when it comes to their thoughts, difficult thoughts about Aquarius person, or difficult thoughts about a healer being single, being guided for a purpose, about the heart. Someone's looking at someone's heart behind Aquarius person, maybe. Or maybe you're looking at Aquarius person as a happily ever after. A Ten of Cups, family, contentment, total love and support, healed. A single person, heartbroken, healing their heart. Maybe you felt this person had no love and support, but they still killed their heart by pouring love within their own family and their community. Because now you're looking at all 12 stars going into one person to be a free spirit with knowledge, wisdom, a single person. Maybe you feel this person is a star seed that illuminates the mind when it comes to opportunities, illuminates the mind when it comes to renewal, hope. Maybe you'll feel inspired by an air sign person. Maybe you've been guided, or maybe you feel spiritually connected to this Aquarius person. Maybe you feel this Aquarius person is a miracle, or maybe you have faith in God because of the Aquarius person. Because now you're seeing the light. The star is in you, fire signs. It's in you. Maybe you feel like you're heartbroken because of changes or feelings. Maybe you didn't turn around to a Two of Cups. So now maybe you feel someone's healing their heart, Aquarius person, when it feels like loss, regret, grief. Maybe you feel abandoned or unloved. Because under the veil of this calling, there seems to be a deception. Maybe you feel you've been deceived before and you didn't trust an Aquarius person because your community of friends and family told you not to. They told you to trust more of a Taurus person, be committed to that person. They're more self-sufficient and they're famous. They give you that fulfillment, but they didn't. So you had to go heal in the heart because they didn't give you that fulfillment. Nobody noticed your feelings. So let me feel overprotective when it comes to maybe ending a cycle with an earth sign person. Maybe you'll focus on your heart being broken, the sorrow, the grief. When it comes to maybe a Scorpio person, maybe you feel heartbroken. So you don't want to look at this Two of Cups. You don't want to look at the soul world. Maybe you just don't want to say sorry. It was okay to say sorry to all the wrong people in your home, though, that bring challenges, difficulties to the mind, to the soul, burnout, exhaustion. But you never turned around to look at an air sign person. You left that person in mental difficulties. They had to come to their own calmer water with their own truth of self-expression to illuminate their own mind for opportunities. So now look at the possibilities of the universe working through an Aquarius person when it comes to maybe they're using their intuition for their ships to come in. Now you see the possibilities of personal journey of transformation. Someone's staying afloat when it comes to their emotions. Because someone's been spiritually guided. Aquarius person by the angels, an earth angel. You think this person is an earth angel. And all your community people have done was throw stones at the earth angel. That's all they did. Throwing stones. And they live in glass houses, difficulties. Disharmony of family, friends. Now you're looking at defending yourself. An earth angel, a Libra Aquarius person defending themselves. Sent you messages. You didn't reply back. Maybe you're looking at a Cancer person or your feelings. Being a soul, having a human experience with self-discipline, self-control, with aligned masculine, feminine energy. Take it as it resonates, some of you. You look at the willpower, someone's goals of using their intuition to come to calmer waters. Maybe it's quite defensive to Aquarius person, or you're defending the Aquarius person. Maybe you want this person to come to your home. Maybe you want to invite this person to your home, to your community. It's quite difficult because of the past. King of Wands. Maybe you want to send a message. But it was an ending, maybe. Every ending has a new beginning. Now you're looking at maybe fame, recognition, because someone was very toxic. Maybe seeing this triumph and you're angry. Or maybe you're seeing the devil of a Taurus or a Capricorn person. Very devious, devilish person. When it comes to investments, when it comes to leaving a legacy, maybe. Maybe a Taurus or a Capricorn person was an ending. That's why you probably walked away. Maybe seeing that willpower of creative ideas. When it comes to conflicts everywhere, fire signs. Fire signs. You're looking at maybe being committed to yourself, alright? Or you're looking at a single person, maybe pouring love into themselves. They're creating their own love and support by themselves. Maybe you feel if you move to that person, you'll have love and support. So behind your calling is the Emperor. Maybe the Emperor's single, looking at healing, looking at love and support. Maybe he's looking at a single person, a Aquarius person, when it comes to love and contentment. Maybe looking at a soul family. Maybe looking at stability, a balance, security. Maybe looking at comfort. But behind the calling or your purpose is the Emperor. Can I look at being self-sufficient as the Emperor, using your Godhead Maybe you're looking at a decision when it comes to a third party person, or you're looking at a reunion when it comes to blending the mind, the body, the heart with the soul and the heart. Maybe you're blending, maybe you're walking away from people, things, and places. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or a Taurus person, or a Cancer person. Maybe they didn't understand your feelings when it comes to a decision. The decision, it was all about partying, being very malicious, gossiping, overindulgence. Okay, now you're looking at over self-indulgence. Maybe making that decision to reunite, maybe, or maybe send a letter to someone's home. Because maybe you felt defensive because of a difficult situation when it came to a letter about an earth sign person, or a Cancer person, or a Sagittarius person. So now you're looking at stability, security when it comes to maybe healing, when it comes to love, harmony, balance. Maybe someone envies you being the emperor, or you being very stable. Because now you're looking at maybe when it comes to investments with a Taurus person, somebody was stalking, spying, and it brought a difficult situation to Aquarius person because someone was lying, stealing to you, and acting like a friend, bring confusion. Confusion became clouds of loudness when it comes to someone's stability, someone's comfortability within this home. Someone was looking for a handout because someone was very generous. Maybe a fire sign person in this house, you know. Maybe a Queen of Wands as well, looking at this spying, or maybe someone's intellect. They're very curious about learning about a reunion. Maybe they was very curious about learning about these letters that was delivered to your house, or you looking at maybe defending yourself when it comes to a new foundation. Maybe you want to invite a Aquarius person. It's quite difficult. Maybe you want to come and get this person to bring it back to your house, maybe, or your environment, but maybe they won't come to your house because you have the devil in there. So now you're looking at Six of Wands. Maybe you're looking at victory because fire signs can be very stubborn. They deal with what they want. You look at recognition, you look at good news, maybe look at success. When it comes to maybe your home, you'll turn your back to a third party people when it comes to Cancer, Scorpio, or a Sagittarius person because of their decisions. When it comes to maybe a letter or maybe a foundation, when it comes to your home. Maybe you're looking at maybe being overly burnt out on your pathway. So it's been very difficult with a Aquarius person to bring a letter or bring a foundation to a Aquarius person. So now you're looking at walking away from people, things, and places. Because now it looks like you're looking at this insight. Maybe you want to come off the unsurety of the boat of unsurety. Because now you're looking at romance. Maybe you're walking away, or riding away, or sailing away, or doing relocation from unrequited love with an earth sign person that was very defensive when it comes to planting a foundation. It was under deception, illusion, deceptions. So you're looking at maybe a psychopath or maybe a sociopath. Because now you're looking at romance. That's what you're thinking about. Maybe someone's thinking about, maybe someone's worried about Aquarius person or healing with a Aquarius person. Someone's worried. Someone's up at night because someone bring in darkness. So someone's protecting their own healing. They don't do that darkness. Somebody was missing their elements, and it was emotions. Wherever this masculine was, the emperor was, there was no emotions. So now you're looking at maybe the heart, the seat of the soul. Maybe someone's sitting firmly with their God head on, looking at healing, love, harmony. We're looking at balance, but someone's very envious, someone's very bitter when it comes to the heart chakra. Because now we're looking at unconditional love. Maybe someone's healing. They're putting all that love into themselves, Aquarius person, and they're healing. And someone's worried about Aquarius healing on their own, creating their own happy ever after. Someone's heartbroken that Aquarius person is healing themselves and being very self-sufficient, doing self-reflection when it comes to the joy of creative ideas. Someone's very optimistic when it comes to maybe the chakra, because now someone's heartbroken that an air sign person is healing and create their own happily ever after with their family. The innocence, the purity, the esteem of this person. So now someone feels a 10 of cups. It went to a third party person they should have walked away from. There was no feelings in the first place. That decision was a bad decision. But now someone feels regret, maybe because they feel unloved with this group of people, with a third party person, with a Taurus person or a Capricorn person. Cancer person or Queen of Wands. Because now we're looking at situations where someone's looking at a third party person, drained energy, fake promises and a broken heart. Somebody has to heal their broken heart. Maybe someone was playing on someone's abandonment issues. So they're walking away from a Cancer person or a Libra person or a Sagittarius person. Fire signs, you're looking at Queen of Cups. Maybe you're broken hearted by Queen of Cups. Okay? Someone very loving, very nurturing. Maybe a soulmate. That was an option that you should have walked away from. Or maybe heartbroken about deception from maybe a closest friend or a friend of yours, a Taurus person, a Cancer masculine, and a female water sign woman. Maybe you're looking at the situation when it comes to Queen of Pentacles, bringing illusion, deception. Maybe you've got a different perspective when it comes to confusion. When it comes to maybe someone in the past, you had to look within your dreams when it comes to past life energy. There seems to be a Queen of Pentacles in your energy, a very immature person that you want to block when it comes to investments. Maybe you want this person to be blocked because they bring imbalance to your life. Illusions, delusions. It was all about the investment. Maybe someone was a gold digger, a sociopath, a very psychotic person, a very materialistic person. They don't care about no one else's feelings but themselves. So now maybe you feel heartbroken. You feel like you abandoned a Aquarius person, a very loving person. Or for some of you, a Queen of Cups. Looking at a burden. Now you see your soulmate, King and Queen of Cups. Now you've got a different perspective about Queen of Pentacles. Bringing an investment to bring confusions, to make people feel left out in the cold. They invested in that money. So they invested in themselves. They invested in breaking people's heart, but they don't have a heart. Fire sign, looks like you're trying to blend when it comes to surety and mercy. Maybe look at a new beginning of a foundation. Because the pages is something young, something studious. Maybe you want to go forward to a loving person, maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, or just a Queen of Cups, a water sign person. Maybe you want to be blunt, maybe you want to go straight forward, be blunt to that person, but it seems to be a challenge or difficulty. But you've got the willpower, the strength to bring in self-discipline, self-control. Seems to be a difficulty because someone's lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend. Somebody relocated somewhere away from an air sign person. Now you're seeing the possibilities of the universe working through you, fire signs. Maybe you're dealing with a King of Cups, a King of Wands, maybe. Because behind the defense is in front of this masculine is a conflict for about 5 people, about unrequited love, difficulties, waiting, Aquarius waiting on the romance, ignoring, juggling, ghosting. Okay, let's go for one more. Fire signs. Now you're looking at a situation, maybe looking at sparking new ideas. You'll be more autonomous. Maybe for some of you, you're looking at a difficult situation when it comes to divided loyalty with maybe a Cancer person or a Taurus person when it comes to high level commitment, when it comes to a decision, because behind the decision was a lie, deception, fears, delusions, illusions. So now someone's not telling you the truth to make a proper decision, a group of people, maybe your social group. Because now they wasn't giving you no emotional support. So now there's a difficult situation when it comes to maybe an air sign person, a Libra person, because someone's going to tell me the truth, because someone's in the divided loyalty. Fire sign, maybe behind this plantation with an earth sign person, it was all about reliability for a home, for a pathway for a home, for security. Because somebody was relying on you on this pathway when it comes to this work. Because now you're looking at a team of people. Maybe you're working to work away from a team of people that was all about events, malice, gossiping behind your back, but they want to use your house and your money. So now you're looking at hypocrites that bring difficulties to your mind. Because now you're looking at maybe the King of Swords. Maybe you got your Godhead on. Can I look at the King of Swords? He looks very angry. Oh gosh, King of Swords, man. You look at my God card. You look at maybe a masculine that has the connection to being heaven and earth. You look at the truth. You look at discernment. He's looking at unrequited love. Maybe looking at God's love, God's true cup. Or you think about God when it comes to allowing God with your Godhead to allow you to guide you. So now this is God looking at a difficult situation. He's sitting there thinking, I never told you to go over there with this earth sign, did I? No, I didn't. So now you're looking at using your intuition because you've got a calling from God. So now you've got a King of Swords, maybe looking at this insight about a difficult situation with a Aquarius person or a Gemini masculine. Someone's bringing difficulty, someone's lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend to get reliability for a pathway to a home, for security, which was difficult for a third party to get to on their own. So they create delusion, decisions of illusion, deception with a Cancer person, another third party person. So now they divided loyalty with maybe a Cancer and a Taurus person. So now you're looking at maybe being single, or you're watching a single person, a Aquarius person, healing their own self. Because now you're looking at an air sign person. Maybe you're studying an air sign person, or you've got your truth up about air sign person that went through a betrayal when it comes to sparking ideas that they create by themselves for their own independent will. Maybe you're looking at being studious because there's lots of clouds of illusion when it comes to maybe telling the truth or going to someone's house. Maybe you feel very comfortable if you spoke to this air sign person, a loving person. But it seems like you're trying to protect this person, maybe, who's loving, heartbroken, felt unloved, because you made a difficult situation, went to a third party person under deception. Maybe you married this person. So now you're in a difficult decision or high committed to someone, a Taurus person, but you've been guided away to turn your back. Because now you're looking at turning your back. Maybe you're looking at Queen of Wands. Maybe there's a challenge with a Gemini person when it comes to Queen of Wands. When it comes to listening to your own inner truth. Someone needs to listen to their own inner voice and pay attention to the details, because now you've got the King and Queen of Wands. King, Queen of Wands, but Mr. Wand feels like there's a conflict with the Queen of Wands. So the King of Wands is looking at this pathway that he brought on this pathway to the Queen of Wands. Challenges, rivals, obstacles, delays. So now maybe he wants to have a conversation with his counterpart. He thinks he's loving, an air sign person, Aquarius person, a healer that was up at night with unconditional love, sending messages about heartbreak, about resting, renewal, rest the heart, heal from your abandonmentship issues from your mum that broke your heart, maybe that brings difficulties to your third party person when it comes to decision. Maybe you had some of your decisions because of your mum or based on your mother issues. Maybe your mum, because it's 5, intimidation, 6, difficult for this decision. Maybe your mother supported a third party person. So now you're looking at equal give and take. Maybe you want to plant a foundation for equal give and take because you walked away, maybe. Or maybe Queen of Wands, your counterpart's looking at you. Gave a Taurus person. So now there's a difficult situation when it comes to conversation because you walked away. You had that willpower to walk away and end for maybe a legacy and fame. So when it went to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, all your finances, you gave it to the devil. So now you're looking at dark spiritual practices with a Cancer person. Maybe seeing the willpower of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it goes to going within and seeking that balance. Go within for your wish fulfillment. So now you're looking at fairness, balance, truth. All right, fire signs. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you, fire signs. Bye.